Sometimes it looks like there is only highlights and milestones in this project, but there is many milestones, and this is one of them. I am marrying the rear end of the 12 back to the rest of the car, and it's going well. It's going even so fast that the snow is still melting on the car, or ice I should say. So yeah, it's like an hour since I took the car inside, or the body part inside, and chopped out the center part. And now I'm trying to lower it, and everything is going well. Let me turn around the camera. So as you can see in the gap there, we're almost there, but it's the rear suspension supports that need a little bit of chopping here to be able to fit, because it's pushing the cabin forwards or backwards when I'm lowering it. Normally this is forwards, but now I turn the whole thing around. So yeah, let's just saw something here. Just chop it, doesn't really matter, and then lower it further. But it looks like there is now a gap of like 4 centimeters, and it looks like everything's going to fit inside the body, because this was my main concern, that point had to move, and that's something I really don't want to do. So, but let's cut the body a little bit further and then see if it fits. There it is. The body back together. Well, almost. It's super crooked because it's probably resting somewhere. I don't know. But at least I know it fits. So it clears the subframe here. Quite good, actually. The idea now is to make some preliminary first mounts. Let me show from this side. So this here, this lip that I left, is where the original body also mounted. So this is quite a sturdy, over here, it's quite a sturdy piece of the body. What I want to do is make a steel strip there. And then going down here, and then I want to make hinges, but for now I just want to make just a simple thing that that metal strip that will be there can stand on, so the body can rest on the chassis. And then I want to do the same in the front. So I left a lip over there. It's kind of hard to see just behind the cables. It's also here, and also the body is double-sided there. So where you see these rivets here, that's where the strong points is. So there will be a few like metal plates that I'm going to rivet to these sections, somewhere around there where the wheel is and somewhere in the front. So it will be 6 mounting points at first. Maybe I'll make more, I don't know. But one issue I already see is that the roof is sagging quite a lot. Maybe if I stand on the ladder I can show. I don't know if I can get high enough. But for now it was just the weight of the snow that kind of buckled the roof. So one thing I need to do probably in the future is make a brace that mounts there on the inside of the cabin, goes over, kind of like an extra A-pillar or an extra main hoop shape, but not an actual tube, but just some like thinner metal, just to keep the roof from sagging. And then there will be mounting points there, and there, probably like 4 or maybe even 6, that pull the whole cabin back, well, the rear body back to the cabin. So these mounting points in the body will have centering holes, or like little funnels with a centering point in the body. So anyway, long story short, the idea is to have the body tilt backwards and then make wheels that can easily attach like to this lip on this back and the bumper or whatever, something. So then I tilt the body back on its rear, unhook the hinges, that will be quick release hinges, and then I can just roll the whole body away on my own. It's not super heavy. I estimate it'd be like 70, 80 kilos. No idea what that is in pounds. I'll just put it in the screen here in the corner. So it's not heavy, but it's huge and hard to handle. So I want to make it easy to remove the body on my own, especially when I'm at races or whatever. Just tilt the body and I have access to anything inside, which is the engine. Anyway, let's start aligning the body a little bit more. I just put a jack under there or something, I don't know what, and then make some temporary mounting points so I can get rid of the lift and all these straps. And there it is, the body on the chassis, standing alone. It's now just resting on these bars and some bars that I made down there. That one, small one, and that one. It's enough to keep the weight up, that's good. Now I can start working on making mounts that mount the thing, like actually mount them to certain points. Probably use that point there to that point there and blah blah. I have to figure that out. It's just I'll see. That's no rocket science. One thing that is quite exciting, and also one of the reasons that I put the back of the car already on the frame machine, is the wheels and the wide body thing. As you can see, well, the brake discs are already sticking out of the body, so I need, according to my calculations, about 10 centimeters of space on the body to get the wheels in. And there's obviously a few styles I can go with. And what I want to do is have a little bit of a sleeper. It's not really a sleeper, although turns out I am a little bit lucky because I'm a little bit stupid. This line here, and there is also one on that side if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there. Would have been where the the lowest point of the window, the side windows that I'm now leaning through, would be. But as you can see, I was completely off. And now it turns out that everything, including the intercooler, the charge cooler, is underneath this level. But still, when the car is on the ground, the actual viewpoint will be a little bit like this. So you will see an engine, all kinds of shiny parts. Although the shiny parts will probably be wrinkle black, but that's still quite a giveaway that there is something weird going on with this car. But I have this plan of making some kind of cover, glass fiber maybe, carbon fiber, whatever, some kind of fiber thing that looks like there is a pile of boxes or mail bags or whatever, something post related, because it's a Mailtruck. That covers the engine, a little bit like a hood, but with some proper ventilation, so little like air gaps that like keep the air moving, so you don't get like heat pockets and everything. But that's details. But it would be kind of funny if you see this car and you only see the bars from the roll cage, but other than that, if you look in the back, there's just like parcels. That would be kind of funny, I think. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First thing I want to figure out is like, what should I do with this wide body thing? I can do like this Liberty Walk slash, what's the other name? Like this JDM style with this like pop rivets and everything. But that makes it stand out really much. And I kind of don't want to actually widen the body, but I can't work around this. And like just having a big hole here looks weird, and this like flattened curve is very typical for these cars. So I want to keep that. So I want to just jigsaw something and then just move it outwards. But I'm not sure. I think I was planning actually going like this here, and then just continue this curve like this and just fill in the gaps. But I'm not sure if that will be pretty. I have no idea. But I have to make some cuts somewhere, sometime. I'm not sure what to do. So I think I have to make up my mind, because if I just want to move the body out, it would be best to just follow these lines and this, and just go in a slightly angled line down here, move this panel out and just fill the gaps. That would be, and the simplest thing, and also I think the most the most sleeper style, I think, to have. Plus, if I have this panel outwards, there will be a sort of semi-flat part here that can have down there a little bit of an air intake to cool the brakes and to cool the engine bay, or at least to have the air moving around. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with that, but as soon as I make a cut, well, it's glass fiber, so I can repair everything later, but still, it's hard. Maybe I should do some mock-up with, I have these big carton boards laying around here. Maybe I can make some kind of mock-up with paper and tape. I don't know. I'll get back to that. So I just mocked up the rear fender that I have in mind, kind of. But I don't like the super boxiness. So it would be nice, like this curve here, if that like flows into this. So I already marked where I want to cut this and change the paper version. And I'm quite certain that this is going to be the style. So it's probably quite safe to just mark this and cut here the sides. But it's just the details like this curve and everything that I want to fine tune before I commit to this design. Because if I can always do like this, I don't know, like the Project Binky style wide fenders. But I really want to keep this shape. I don't know, it's hard. But let me just continue messing around and then we'll see. Okay, I updated the side view, which is now more curved, a lot more curved. It's kind of boxy before, and boxy is good, but not always. So I think this is going to be it. But I'm Gonna stop now and sleep on this for a while and see what it looks like tomorrow morning when I, or afternoon probably, when I get back into the workshop. Front panel will be the same, but simpler, because I'm just going to extend it here on this fold, in this, also in this radius, and then on this side. So we'll just have a bigger lip here, that's it. So the front will look very, well, OEM, I would say. But the back is always going to stand out a little bit more. Also been thinking about widening the whole body and also the doors, sliding doors. But that's a little bit too much effort. But I always can do that later, maybe. So this is probably going to be version 1, and then I'll make up my mind in the future. Not sure about the curving in the bottom, by the way. Probably going to keep the same shape and then just make a strip that's same width over the full side. I'll see. Now it's I'm just going to look at it for a few more minutes and then my day is done for today. So I just started to make mounting points for this this front fender. And well, the one in the front, you can't see it here, but it's just a straight 7 centimeter pipe. So that's super easy. And I made some tabs that I can use to make the mounts from. But this one is a little bit harder because it needs to go from here to here. And what I did is just created an S shape on this piece of paper, so I have a little bit of a reference. Then I go to my workbench and a small pipe tube bender and bend the tube from the 12 by 2 mil small diameter tube. And then I just go around, help a little bit with my body. This is about 90, doesn't really matter, just go a little bit over 90. In this case, the bends are a little bit too close to each other, so it's better to have a little bit more bend. Then I warp this around. And I try to start with the next bend as close as possible to the previous bend. So now the bend goes here and the next bend will go here, so I get an S shape. So I put it here a little bit before the start of the first bend. Make it right straight. And there we go. And that's it. Put this away. All the way on the side. Take this one out. So this is our little template. And it's quite accurate. Good enough. There's also a little bit of wiggle room on the actual points where they will be welded to. So let's cut them a little bit bigger here and here. There we are, back at the car, and let's see. This is a nice fit. I like this. Let's weld it in. Well, let's test these new mounting points and see if it works. So this side, it's an M6 bolt. The nut must be welded still, but that's the next part. Let's first test if everything works. Let's leave this on for a second. Remove the tape that we used before. Mounting point number 2. It's still hot. Ow. There we go. 2 simple tabs. Let's weld them on a little bit better and then move to the other side. There we are. The whole front is assembled. The hood is attached to the hinges. I need to make a little bit better mounting points on the inside, but it works for now if I just be careful. Side panels are in place, quite solid. The front panel is in place. And well, as you saw before, it's kind of hard to get open now, but if I open the hood, you can see the brackets for both panels. So this panel, and then the bottom there is also brackets. I use this 12 by 2 mil tube which is relatively lightweight and still very strong. It looks very thick here because it's cut here by the angle grinder. I don't know if I have any end piece. No. Yeah, well, you just have to believe me on my word that this is 12 by 2. It's relatively lightweight but super strong, and I can bend it in my my workshop bender. It's the simple thing I got a long time ago, and this makes that I can make like prettier brackets like this instead of going in a straight line and doing all kinds of weird angles. So that's cool. Then I put the radiator back in to see how much room, and I thought it would almost hit, but apparently it doesn't. So you can see here it's already in front of the actual original position I intended. So this is the position I had in mind first, in line with the tubes. But I can go forward, maybe if I pull it a little bit more. I can go forward quite a lot and then still have a lot of room for, I don't know, an oil cooler or whatever in the future. So I'm just going to move these mounts, and that makes that the, well, it's gone now, but the brake booster and the master brake cylinder, I probably don't have to cut this this piece, or maybe just a little bit, to clear the master brake cylinder. So that's an easy fix for that. But yeah, everything is in place. So let me close the hood again. Ouch, fingers. The rear end is in place. The front end is in place, and it kind of starts to look like a car again. That's cool. Next up, the wheels are already there, but as you can see, it doesn't take a lot of brain power to see that this is not going to fit, this big wheel in this little space. So we need a wide body. I've been talking about this before, but now we're actually at the point that we can go do something. And well, I'm a very visually inclined, so to say. So I wanted to do this in AutoCAD, but it's actually more fun and easier and quicker to just use paper and tape. So this is the style I'm aiming for. It's very far from finished. But it's just for me to get a little bit of an idea for the proportions. And yes, I need to add 12 centimeters to each side. And yes, the wheel will be very tucked, but I can always move the arch a little bit up. But as soon as I cut the main body, the part, this shape from the main body, the idea is just to move it outside and then just fill the blanks, fill the gaps with pieces of glass fiber. But everything clears. It's super nice. I'm super happy. I was kind of afraid that the frame in the rear would be hitting, or I would have to do some kind of weird stuff to get this in. But everything fits and even has a few centimeters of space left, which is very nice. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, I calculated a long time ago where the underside of the window should be. I think I talked about it before. And I marked it here, but I was completely wrong. No idea where I did go that wrong. It's like 30-40 centimeters. Anyway, everything is underneath the window, except for the roll cage, obviously. But it's starting to look like something, and I'm very happy. Everything just expanded now with, well, it's not ratchet straps, but normal straps and some temporary tubes. But this makes me wanting to move forward even quicker than I already do. I'm moving quite fast. But, oh well. Workshop is cleaned. The flag is gone, as you've seen. I thought it took a little bit of too much of the attention from myself, at least. And make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, please, because the comments really help with the algorithm and everything. And also, I like to get feedback. It's when I started this YouTube adventure, I kind of expected to get a lot of comments. Mostly hateful comments or whatever from people that don't like what I do or whatever if they see me welding or welding helmets, like the online OSHA people. but I never get any negative feedback, but also very little positive. Well, any feedback, it's very little. So I really like to get some more feedback, even if it's just like, okay, I like what you're doing, or I don't like blue. I like yellow. My cat has had kittens. I don't know. Just leave a comment. And now I'm going to stop rambling. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and see you next week.